Hi there, it's Miss Tiffany from the Butler Area Public Library, and I'm here with a brand new video series called Library 101. In this series of videos, I'm going to be teaching you little things about the library itself, about library services, and about information literacy in general. For this first video, I would like to welcome you to the library. In this video, we are going to talk about the very basics about what people do when they come to the library, what the library rules are, and how to go about looking for information here at the library. So first of all, when we have visitors to the library, we call those visitors patrons. And that's actually one of the vocabulary words I'm going to teach you in this video. A patron is anyone who uses the library. Sometimes our patrons have library cards, but you don't have to have a library card in order to use the library. You do need a card to borrow materials and take them home, but anyone can come into the library to use the resources on hand. So patrons come into the library, and the first thing they're going to want to make sure they know is what are the rules of the library. Rules for the library are really the same as the kinds of rules that you have maybe in your classroom or in your family or your household. Basically, the rules are a set of expectations for what is and is not appropriate behavior in the library, or what is or is not available to patrons when using the library. Now, different parts of the library might have slightly different rules. For example, some of the rules in the children's department are no running, don't throw toys, or children can't be in the children's department without an adult with them. But those rules wouldn't make sense to have in other parts of the library, right? So there are general rules for patron behavior, and then there are specific rules for different areas of the library or different situations. For example, most people know that you don't talk loudly in the library, but in the children's department, you can talk a little bit more loudly. Or if we're having an after-hours program, you can talk out loud in other parts of the library. Some parts of the library have rules like no phone use. Upstairs in reference, where it needs to be quiet so people can concentrate, people can't use their phone. But in the hallways, phone use is okay. You can find more information about general library rules or rules for specific areas like computer usage or the use of the teen area on the library's webpage. So once a patron has come to the library and they have made sure that they are able to understand and follow the rules, the next thing they're going to want to do is take a look around. We encourage patrons to wander through the library to find the materials that they're looking for. The word wander just means walk around and take a look at things that you come across. Sometimes patrons come in looking for something very specific. If they need help finding what they're looking for, they can always inquire with one of the library staff. That just means to come up and ask one of the library staff members, do you have this item, or where could I find this type of item? So for example, if you came in looking for graphic novels and you couldn't find them, you could always ask the librarian, could you help me find the graphic novels? And she will answer your inquiry. One way many patrons look for materials here at the library is by using the card catalog. And our card catalog is all digital. So what you will do is you will find one of the monitors that is connected to a keyboard and search our card catalog. You can put in information about a subject that you're looking for, or if you know the title of what you're looking for, or if there is an author that you like. This is all information that you can search by in the card catalog to find the materials that you are looking for. So now that we've talked a little bit about the basics with the library in terms of rules and how people look for information, I would like to talk to you a little bit more about the materials available in the library. Materials is really just the word that we use for anything a patron can use here at the library. So that would include books, DVDs, electronic resources, newspapers, periodicals, basically any of the things that provide information here at the library. An example of a library material is a book. And so I pulled this book out of the juvenile fiction chapter book section. This book is called The Season of Styx Malone, and it was written by Kekla Magoon. So this book has a few different pieces to it that provide information to patrons. First of all, you are going to notice that up here is a funny looking sticker. This sticker is called a barcode. Barcodes are what we use to identify materials and check them in and out for patrons at the circulation desk. So when the item has a barcode on it, you know that that is library material. And our barcodes here say Butler Area Public Library. So if you are borrowing from another library, you will know that this item, this belongs to Butler Area Public Library because that information is included in the barcode. So we've got the barcode, and the barcode is stuck onto the front cover of the book. So this is the front cover of the book. Maybe you have heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, this is the cover of the book. And while you shouldn't always judge a book by its cover, the cover can provide some information to you. This is where we see the title. Often there is the author's name, which is a little bit hidden by the barcode. Sometimes, if it is a series of books, there will be series information on the front as well. Another part of this book is something called the spine. And this is the spine of the book. So think about your spine. Your spine is your back being straight up and down. And this is the spine of the book, which is also straight up and down. The spine of the book also provides some information. Again, we have the author's name, the name of the book, and then you'll see for library books, there's a little sticker there, and that is called the spine label. All of this information is on the spine. The spine label is a sticker that we put on the book that gives you information about who wrote it and what area of the library it belongs in. So this spine label has a J on it because it belongs in the juvenile section. That's the kids department. It has an F on it because it is a fiction book, and then it has M-A-G. That is the first 3 letters of the author's last name. That information on the spine label tells us where on the shelves in the children's department we can find this book. It will be in the section with the other M chapter books. Sometimes people like to look for books because they have something in common with another book they have read. Sometimes people like books about a specific character. A character is a person that shows up, or a being that shows up, or the narrator of a book. So a character is an individual or thing that plays an important role in the book. One of the most popular characters in the children's department belongs to this series of books. Can you guess what this is? This is a Dogman book. And some people really like the character of Dogman, so they will come in looking specifically for Dogman books. And you can search sometimes by the character in the catalog. Again, this book has a barcode on the front of it and some information on the spine as well. Now you will notice this spine looks a little bit different. It has an extra sticker on it right here, and that is because this is a very special kind of book called a graphic novel. So we want to make sure that it ends up in the graphic novel section, and to do that we put this little extra sticker on there that says graphic novel. So that's sort of an introduction into what you can expect when you become a patron of the library and how to find information at the library, and also a little bit about what parts of a book can provide you with the information that you're looking for. In this video, we went over some vocabulary words, and I want to go over them with you again one more time. We're going to mix them up and see if we can remember what these words mean. All right. The first vocabulary word we're going to cover is patron. Do you remember what the word patron means? A patron is a person who uses the library. Since you are watching a library video, you are being a patron of the library right now. The next word we're going to review is wander. Do you remember when I said you could wander around the library to look for materials? That just means you can walk around and take a look at what's on the shelves. We want to make sure in the library we're always following the rules. And the rules are just a list of what we can and can't do in the library. The rules help set expectations for our behavior. That means the rules tell us what is okay or not okay, and what you can expect from the library and what the library can expect from you. All library materials have a sticker on them called a barcode, which is what we use to check the items in and out at the circulation desk. Our catalog is housed on a computer that you access through a monitor and a keyboard. Books also have a spine that contain information about the author, the title, and the library spine label, which tells you where on the shelves the materials can be found. Sometimes people are looking for library materials with a specific character in mind. Remember, a character is a person or a being that plays an important role in the story. And finally, if you ever have any questions about the library and you would like answers, all you need to do is inquire. That means you ask. So if you ever have any questions about anything here at the library, please feel free to inquire with me. You can email me at tharkleroad@bcfls.org, or you can call me here at the library. I'm going to include my email information in the description of this, as well as some information on how to access our website to take a look at the rules about the different areas of the library. You can also access the card catalog through there and take a look at what materials we have available. I'm also going to include a link to a worksheet I have created if you would like to do a little exercise based on the information that we covered here today. Again, if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out to me here at the library. Until next time, happy reading.